Welcome back to Railroads Online, and this is episode 5 of the new Splines Tutorial System. And today we are up at the logging camp because we are going to work on how to do grades in the new spline system. And they're much the same as what they were in the old system. So we'll build a 1.5% grade down from the logging camp onto the flat area down there in front of me. Pretty much the same route as what I did in the tutorial for the normal splines, the old ones. So first of all, we have to start with a level track, and we'll grab just a piece out here which will give us a level to start from, and we'll rotate it around until it points the direction that we want, which is we're going to aim for this little low spot here. I'll just put down a short section of level track, turn on circle mode so it builds straight. Okay. Now, just like with the old track, you need to put in a piece that is a transition. And in the old system, I would normally put in half a degree for every, what does it work out, about 5 meters of track. But you can actually measure how far you'll go on the new splines. And so we will try and go down every 10 meters because we want to go down 1.5, and we can just go straight to our 1.5. We don't have to graduate it because it will automatically do the graduations for you. So we'll go down to 1.5, and we also want to turn a corner here as well. So let's start curving the track around. About 100 meters, I think I think we've got to go a little bit tighter than 100 meters. Let's make it 50, which will point us over there towards that little ridge. So we want the transition piece to be 25 meters long. And click it in. And that's gotten us from level, and now this end here is pointed down at 1.5. Now, if we place the next section on, it will continue to build at that 1.5. And we'll aim somewhere over towards that ridge, a little bit further around, I think. You just have to sort of aim and point the direction you want the track to go with the new system. And now I think we need to straighten it up. Let's switch to 100 increments and straighten the track back up. So we need to put in a short straight here before the change of direction. And this is one of the things with the new splines that gets a bit different from the old is this could be all done the entire way down to the bottom with one single spline on the old system, and this will take many splines to get down there with this new system. I want to be on 10s. 40. We need to point along to the edge of there, which we're going to have to go just a little bit tighter, which means this little straight we put in is just a little bit too long. So we'll exit off of there, delete that piece, and make this straight just a little bit shorter so we're not quite as far over. 2 trucks length. And now, that missed. Connect. There's the link. On 10s. And that is obviously too tight. So let's back it off a little bit. That looks a lot better than what it was before. And it's still actually a little bit too far, so let's put it on ones. Let's go down to 45. That looks about good. And we want to be pointed off in that direction, so we'll snap in the next piece. And that's a little bit too far around, so we'll come back a little bit. Yes, this is definitely keeping it close to the terrain. We should be able to get away with 400. Looks about good to me. And all the way down to about here, I think. We might be able to open that out just a little bit further. I mean, the next curve doesn't need to be quite as tight. And all the way down here until it starts to get a little bit too deep. And about there looks good to me. Okay, now we're going to swap types. And we'll put in a little short piece of stone wall here. Just a short piece. This is just a transition to go from the gravel groundworks to bridge. Now we want to swap to bridge, and we'll just put in our normal type wooden bridge, and we run all the way down the bottom here. And now we need to spin this all the way around until it doesn't dig into the ground, because we need to end up over here somewhere. And that's obviously too far, so we can open it up just a little bit. 70's too far. Put it on ones. You're gonna show us where you're gonna build. There we go. So about there. That's where the bridge will end. Now we want to go back to stone wall again. Finish off the bridge. And we keep all the same parameters again and put the next tiny little short piece in. And now we can go back to, show me the link. There's the link. We give it to us. There it is. Okay, until we're pointing pretty much the right direction there, which is about there, I think. Snap on a new piece, and then we need to straighten out because we're going to do a change of direction. So straighten back out to 0. To about here. And now we need to curve this piece around. Whoop, too far. Put it back on 10s so we can actually control where we're going. Actually, 130 looks like it could be pretty good. Yep, I'm happy with 130. Up to about here, because we're going to have to transition back to bridge again. And some stone wall. for a little piece. Only wants to be a short piece. And then back to bridge again. Show me the link. There's the link. Okay, down here until we're nearly at the ground. And we want to back it up so that it's only just a bridge in here. Transition back to little tiny short piece of stone wall, keeping everything at the same parameters. And of course our last little piece here will be no link. Up on top, that'll give us the link. And we'll actually put this piece in until it runs into the ground. Now this piece here, we will need to take back out again, because now we need to run across to the sawmill, the sawmill here at the pond. And we just need to work out where to build back the other way. Now we know that this is 303 degrees to go from here, 303 degrees to build off of here. We're still building down. We want to build level. And we'll just aim this somewhere near where we want it to go. About there will do just nicely. Click it in. And put the next piece on, which we now need to open out a little bit. Push that out until it goes out from under the ground. It's not going to let us place that because obviously we have got a piece here that's going too deep. Okay, where are we leaving the ground at? It must be right here. Oh, we'll have to go for number 2. It is groundwork is too deep to place it. Yeah, placed it. Okay. Pull the curve in a little bit tighter. Put it on 10s, it'll go quicker. About 200 will do. Oh, I hate that. Put me on 1s. And now we're pointed somewhat the right direction there. I think a little bit further around. So we might actually delete this last section and put it in again. We didn't quite go far enough. And we want to use number 2, the depth. You can sort of see the pattern there on the rain, and we sort of want to match up with that. So yeah, there looks about good. Okay, now we'll go for a straight track. Put it on 100 and come back straight again. Here looks about good. Now we're going to work our way down here and come somewhere near this last piece we put in. And this looks pretty close to me. So this has got our level that we need to get to. Now all we have to do to join these two together is remove this one bit of rail from here. Because it's going to want us to connect on top. And turn off the circle mode. And we'll have to spin it around. Spin, thank you. And you can see we're just slightly higher, so that's going to put a graduation across there. Is it going to let us connect it? Show me the link. And it's not going to show us the link. And that could be because good old stuck in the rail again. That was a dev speed problem, that one. We need to put this piece here on again. Give me the length, and it needs to go 1.5 down. We need to put on circle mode. Put on that short piece. And we'll go for number 2 this time. And we'll put the grade back up to 0. Turn off circle mode, and now it'll give us the link. It was because we were trying to put in groundworks that were too shallow. And then link it on. And there we go, we are now connected. All the way down the grade, we've got a transition, and this whole piece that we put in the bottom here is a transition. And this bit here all the way up is constant grade. All the way up until this piece here, this first little piece we put in, which is a transition, and then we're back to level here at the top. And well, that's how you build grades in the new system. It's a little bit more of a mess around than it was with the old system, but in the end it does turn out easier. They do seem to fit in together better, but it does take a lot more splines than what it used to. This whole piece all the way down would have been a single spline to about here, and then one more spline to lay over the top for the bridge. And it took us several splines to get all the way down here, but that's connected the downhill part of the logging camp over here to where the sawmill meets up. Of course, you'd probably want to, in this section here, you'd probably want to put in switches and whatnot as you were building out so that you can run the lines off to the different directions that it needs to go to. And that has also kept it all very nice and close to the ground at that 1.5%. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.